time for another Mvskoke Media Weekly Update. Jason Salzman here with Jessica McBride, and we have been busy this week covering lots of things throughout Mvskoke Creek country, specifically some things that we're not used to covering, some wildfires out there, lots of crazy things going on, but we were on the scene, and we want to let you all know out there that if you've watched the reports from earlier this week from us out at the wildfires, you'll be seeing more content like that from Mvskoke Media, live, cutting edge, on the scene type of reports. We are really just looking into researching, getting to the availability of that, getting all of our equipment in sync, ready to go to do live broadcasts. So, Jessica, that was really, for us, we were right in the middle of the wildfire, so smelling kind of smoky when we got back to the office. Everybody was like, geez, who's smoking cigarettes? It was just us walking through. But it looks now like things have been taken care of with the fire.
Right. The last report we saw that it was 60% contained and that no homes are currently in danger.
Yeah, basically, firefighters just putting out hot spots. Want to thank Channel 6, News on 6 for that report there. So they did a good job keeping us updated too, and we were able to share that information with people on our social media sites. So, Jessica, also, we rolled out a new segment for the show for our viewers here recently, Mvskoke Media with The Table, and that was basically our idea to put out a roundtable format to where we got citizens involved, and there's so much citizen talk and on sites and computer and internet and things like that. We thought the power would really be in having them in on camera talking amongst each other about the issues, and so far we really haven't got very good feedback on it.
Right, we've had one citizen respond, and so we're hoping to get more citizens to respond and be a part of that.
Yeah, and I understand, a lot of people are a little bit apprehensive about being on camera, but to truly make a difference, to truly make a headway with some of the issues that you are passionate about as citizens, this is a great way to do it. It's certainly more powerful and impactful than just typing away on a computer, behind a faceless screen name or anything like that. So we think that it's a great idea, and some citizens have told us, we love the idea. Hey, if you're saying you love the idea, think it's a great idea, send us an email, jmore@mcn-nsn.gov. That's going to get you in. And if you send an email and you hear back from us, we're good to go. So if you haven't gotten a response, try to send again. Make sure you have that email right, jmore, M-O-O-R-E, @mcn-nsn.gov. We can't wait to see where the table goes. Jessica, you've been going to some health, education, and welfare committees of the National Council, some of those meetings, and you've been, kind of keeping an eye on some of the legislation that's coming through. Talk about some of the recent ones you've been to.
Well, at the last HUE committee meeting, they discussed paying for funerary expenses for a descendant of a Mvskoke Creek citizen. It's NCA 16-014.
And what we've seen too in our research and looking and just making sure that we are keeping a pulse on what our citizens are saying is that this is kind of a hot topic legislation for the citizens. There's some that are in favor. There's some that are not in favor. And actually that's happening on the council too. And we got feedback from those meetings, and the audio is available on the Mvskoke Creek Nation National Council website. But essentially two of the HEW committee members, one in favor of this legislation, one against, and we wanted to share that with you. The one that was against the legislation was Joyce Deere, Mvskoke District, and what Joyce said was, we do try to look at these situations on a case-by-case basis, but there are rules also, and if we bend it for one, someone else is going to want us to bend it for them, so it's a tough decision. So Joyce there actually against the legislation, or voted against it in committee there. It will go to a full vote next week's council meeting. But in favor of the legislation was National Council Representative and HEW committee member Dodie Barnett. Representative Barnett said, quote, "Really what it boils down to for me is that this man deserves the dignity to be buried properly. Facts are facts, but sometimes whenever you see a family with their hurt and their anguish and pain, it leaves an impression on you." So those were the things that, from the council, we heard straight from them. If you want to hear the audio from the meetings, you can go on to the National Council website. But it will be an interesting vote.
Right, and just so citizens know, next week will be the planning session, and so they can attend that council meeting as well as the a meeting on Saturday where the full council will vote on this.
Yeah, and that's one to look at, and a lot of citizens, as we've said, are interested in this meeting coming up. So we'll keep you updated on that. Everything else, keep advised on our Facebook page, our Twitter outlets. Jessica did a great job live tweeting the fire yesterday, so thankful to her on that. Keep it right here too on our YouTube channel for all kinds of updated content. This has been the Mvskoke Media Weekly Update.